Hello and welcome to another edition of the Eternal Journey. I'm Resolves, and this is Hungry Feln. So, as we all know, the Jotun Feast Caller has recently been buffed from a 4-3 to a 4-4, and this is huge because this means we can play it in its rightful home, which is right alongside the Hailstorm. As before, it was a little bit awkward having the Hailstorm plus Jotun Feast Caller in the deck, so I think the experiment with it only really played like one or two just to try out the effect, but the effect's really powerful, especially for cards like Dark Return. And now we're not playing Vara in the Feln decks anymore. You don't have as much incentive just to only play shadow units. So the Primal ones can get a little bit of a look in. Well, as we've now got like another Aegis unit in the deck, I thought I'd also just add a couple more units. So I really wanted Feln Bloodcaster just because I think this is actually really good. And some of the reasons for cutting it just seem nonsense, because if your opponent's like getting in there with 2-1s and 3-2s and all this sort of nonsense, then a Feln Bloodcaster is absolutely absurd. This just stonewalls Vadius, as well as having like a pretty reasonable effect in the mirror or any sort of longer game where you're able to play the ultimate. Also, basically nothing kills it. Like Vanquish Torch just doesn't matter. It's just like some sort of ridiculous stat line that just gets in the way. And then we've also got Rindra, who has got a little bit less of a ridiculous stat line. This is really efficient, just a nice body, 5-5, lifesteal and overwhelm. This is like a #1 Vanquish target, so if your opponents use like the Vanquish or Slay on the Rindra, then they probably have to like take a turn off developing the board, and then when you're able to drop like one of your 5-drop Aegis units, then there's just one less way of your opponent being able to deal with it. Though in this style of Feln deck, I would typically like to play 4 channels. Now we don't have Vara, but I think with the Jotun Feast Caller basically being your end game, just being able to draw you into all your champions of Cunning, I think we can afford just to play 2 and like an Azindel's Gift just in case we're playing against any sort of Temporal or Chalice, or even the Mirror is probably quite good, as we do have ways to pop Aegis with the Vara's favour. Okay, so that's the deck. Let's get on to those games. Okay, and here we are on the draw. We're just like at Permafrost and the Jotun Feast Caller, so I don't think this is actually going to get us there. Though I'm really tempted to keep it just so I can really see what this does. But I think without any other interaction, it's just not going to do enough. Okay, so Diplo Seal into Fire Source is sort of something I want to see, so I do actually think we want the additional Vara's favour here, because it's probably going to be a matchup where we're able to turn that into an actual spell. What's that? Maybe not. Maybe they play like a bigger Arcana, but just playing banners for fixing here. Okay, well, I'm not going to play the Vara's Favours because next time we can play them both just to kill this. But obviously like a Hailstorm's good here. Hailstorm gives this deck a lot more game against this card as well, because I know previously like they had a bit of trouble dealing with the Champion of Glory. So is this Finest Hour? I assume they have to do it on this one. They can't do it on the first one. Yeah. But we're not going to be getting in too much creature combat here, so if our opponent's using the Finest Hour defensively, that's fine. Well, let's start using these in cold bloods. Okay, so now I feel like a disgusting human being because we also got our opponents to discard a card. But we'll be doing sort of the same thing here, just in cold blood in this. Maybe there's like an option there just to chuck the Black Sky Harbinger into play, but I didn't really just want to get vanquished, and it's pretty difficult to block, like because our opponent's units were getting +1/+1 there. So we're at 5 here, which is pretty low. We do need to be worried about, like, I sort of want to Permafrost this, but then if the Deforged play in our future, then we're in pretty bad shape. But I think this is what we need to do here. And assuming we're just able to fade any sort of like endurance effect on this, then we should be okay. I'm sort of tempted just to not let our opponent do that, to be able to just chuck the Hailstorm down. But I think I might do that next turn, just try and snap something else up in the crossfire. As we do get to go to 7 here. And I probably won't be able to kill this plus play a play at least, so I'll be able to dodge 5 points of it. And we're missing a Primal Source, sadly, for the Jotun Fee Scholar. So I suppose we're just firing off this. Oh, there we go. We're dead to play, but I think if they had it, they would have played it last turn, so I'll play the Bloodcaster just to get something down. At least this blocks down any Whirling Duos. Well, I think now's the point where we do actually have to Hailstorm here. Just sort of hope that those Inquisitor's Blades come out on a turn where they just don't have another unit. Yep, this is Torch to kill the Bloodcaster. Also, there's a little chance we could be super cheeky and get to actually draw the Inquisitor's Blade and put it onto one of our units. But I think for now we're just going to try and get this Jotun Fee Scholar down. Because we kind of sit here not doing anything. There we go. Get in there, Fee Scholar. Also, this is a really quick clock. This is pretty much lethal now. Okay, so this card sweep. And now there's temptation to play this just to perhaps make our opponent draw the Inquisitor's Blade when we've not got a unit in play. But it's unlikely that anything's going to matter now. We've just got so much in play. And our opponent's just at 5 life. Okay, and here around the plate, it's a little bit fluid, but we're going to use a Strategize just to turn one of these powers into like an actual card. But I think we will keep this, as we do have the Scries, well, the Scouts. And Hailstorm is a pretty catch-all answer for any deck, so we will keep that. And again, if it's bad, we can just bottom it. And this is probably Primal Lucaria leading on the Crest of Fury. And if it's not, maybe it's a big Caleb deck, but I think we'll keep the Jotun Fee Scholar. That's the whole point of the deck right now, so I want to try and see how good that actually is. Okay, so it looks like it could just be Strangers. So I guess we're just going to play 2/5 to block. These sort of stat lines are so tedious to sort of attack into. Let's have a look at it. So, Crest of Fury and Primal Sigils. Nice. So I'm guessing there's a Torch in our future. But that's like a 2/4, that's sort of fine. Probably gets our damage in. Okay, so I think we're going to Strategize here. Just to find an additional Primal Source for this champion here. And we'll just... Yeah, I've already got Aegis on this, so that's fine. I'd prefer to try these out in the champion. We already know the champion's great. There's a pretty sweet deck our opponent's got here. But I will be Hailstorm in here, just to tidy the board up, and then hopefully next turn our opponent's not able to deploy too much, so we are able to just get in there with the Feast Caller. Also, no opponent's already used like one of the torches to like use one of the cheap and easy ways of popping an Aegis. Okay, Madness. I mean, Madness will be pretty good against this now. But I feel just making a couple of little brothers. Well, hope our opponents don't get Devour, because that'd be super gross for us. The Devour as well, that's absolutely absurd. Our opponent's got like a Dark Return, this is just going to be so gross as having to deal with the Jotun Feast Caller. Well, this is going to be Dragon Time, just hoping to win the game before our opponents are able to do anything too powerful here. So I'm guessing there's going to be a Bandit Queen, because fortunately they can't Hornet Screen back a Jotun Feast Caller, because that would be absurd. I think we're just gonna Wisdom here. And if we don't find the power there, okay, great. So we'll, for our favour, go up to 10. So that hopefully we don't just like randomly die to something here. And then hopefully with the attack from the Jotun Feast Caller, we should be able to kill our opponent with Channel. Played Shadow Sigil. Draw 1,000,000 T cards. And I'm hoping that that absurd thing where if you draw too many cards, like you just discard them, that we are able to dodge that happening with the Channel Tempest. Okay, so Hungry Boy over here really likes Channel Tempest. Okay, well, easy redraw. Well, for against only Ronins, this sounds sweet, because we've just got like double Feln Bloodcaster, and that's such a tedious like stat block to be dealing with when your deck's just like full of 2/1s. But the Echo card here does not inspire me with confidence here, as it's very likely going to be like Find the Way, or even Clockroaches. Well, I assume if it is Clockroaches, then it's going to be pretty rough. Okay, so a Fire Source. So this could be like the unstable form Yetis. And I would like the Champion of Cunning, but we're a little way away from it. And I would much prefer just to sort of find some interaction here. Yes, this looks like the Yeti deck with unstable form. But fortunately for us, if they unstable farm this, it's probably going to turn into something better. At least more assertive. Oh, Waystone Aegis there, but we'll have it next turn, so it's sort of fine. I think we will Rindra here. I'm not quite attacking yet. I mean, this never blocking here is going to take the 2. But I don't really want our opponent to just like have another Syndicate and just be able to start chunking in for damage quite yet. Although this time we are attacking with both. Well, we're not attacking with both anymore. Well, at least our opponent can't attack either. But basically the root of it is I didn't want to trade 2 for 3. That just seemed pretty rubbish for us. And we're kind of Hailstorm here. Well, I don't think we will actually Hailstorm. If our opponent wants to do this plus Torch, that's great because then their unstable spells is not going to do anything. Okay, well, you want to let damage happen first. Because now I might draw an Annihilate. Rats. No Annihilate, but that's fine, because our opponent's not got a Yeti in play now, because they can't just like bond in the Slope Sergeant and then unstable the Slope Sergeant. So at this point you can't see like if this did make a influence, I wasn't really paying enough attention. Now, Permafrost is great because it turns your banners on, but I'm just going to play Black Sky and just hopefully start beating down with this. This is pretty risky for our opponent to try and unstable farm because we get a sweet 7-drop out of the deal. I thought Blur was a pretty nice way of popping out face Aegis as well. Rats, there's the Annihilate. Well, I think next turn if we just don't draw a power, I think we might get a little bit cheeky and get in there with the Feln Bloodcaster and give it a little ultimate. What's this time source all about? Yep, nope, you can do too much. That's enough of that. Well, that's what we're looking for. Although I'd have much preferred our opponent drew a Fearless Gator there. I'm not super sort of interested in playing this. But this is getting 100% channeled. Because our opponent's not sitting there with 7 drops. That's... Well, let's get a Crest going. And moves me on to this soft farm. I've got enough power now where we should be able to draw into some actual threats here. Because we're a little way away from being able to use the channel to kill our opponent. I suppose we're just going to be dragging it up then. Oh, this guy's sweet since the both having 4 power. It's like so it's able just to end the game really quickly. Well, not when it's started with Permafrost, but being a 4/5 is just so much more threatening, and that's what I like from like my control deck, like win cons. The hits keep coming here. Okay. I love these guys. It's like all the sound effects and like voice lines from Yetis are just sweet. Also, I think this is my new favourite emote. But this should give us lethal in play. Nice. Oh, this is nice. Gets to deal 1 damage, go back in hand and deal another damage from the Channel of Tempest. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So exactly 10 if we don't get countered. There you go. Would like a cards in hand like counter just to save me from having to like manually count everything. But I'm just a little bit lazy. Okay, yeah, plan's fine. Got a bunch of roadblocks, like Vara's favourite if it's only Ronins, and Wisdom Elders just to draw us into everything else that we need. Oh, the mirror. Well, at least these are pretty hard to kill in the mirror. Like, it's pretty much just in cold blood that kills them. I will probably play them over, like, snap off the Wisdom Elders. I probably could be playing the sweet technology of Suffocate, but just having these in play means that they can potentially do quite a lot of damage. They also double block a Jotun V-Scala pretty well. Now we're drawing the power, so it is pretty much just play the second one of these. Hope our opponent just have like doesn't have double Hailstorm on 6 because that'd be gross. Ah, excellent. We've got a use for the Annihilate. As nice as it is just to be able to double block this, I'd rather just get him for 4. Go on then. Okay, so maybe in the mirror, Jotun V-Scala is not very good because it just turns on like all of your dead cards. Like typically, Annihilate is pretty dead in this matchup, and well, our opponent does get to kill the champion of Cunning if they want, but then we've got 2 4/5s, and then our opponent can't really be attacking. So I think we'll do that. If we just don't play it and just like play double Wisdom of the Elders, then we weren't really getting anywhere with just like some 2 5s. Yeah, that's fine, but you can't really attack here because you're trading 7 for 8. Okay, well, this black sky is going to be pretty decent. I'm not going to Wisdom quite yet, just put the spooks in him. Double champion, gross. Yeah, you got it, Strategize. Yep, no blocks. If we draw like a Permafrost off this Wisdom Elders though, then this black sky will be pretty good. Because we're able to pop these Aegises, and then we're able to get him for a little bit of damage. Right. We'll Crest first. I don't want another one. Oh, Thunderstrike Dragon. Looks like we're dead, guys. Well, that might prompt the opponent to attack here. More champions of Cunnings. Oh, we are dead souls. Let's not take 22. So we need to draw like exactly double Hailstorm. Yeah, that's not enough to get us there. Well, let's go on to the last game then. Okay, so not a very good hand, just redraw that. This isn't much better, but we do get to lead with the Crest into the Vara's favour, so should be okay in terms of dealing with stuff. Could be enough to just Permafrost this, but I think we just want to be digging here, and more Rindras is probably fine. If this is like Skycrab, we'll just get to put some huge life stealers into play. Yep. Vara's favour here. Just Permafrost this later. I don't think Skycrab beatdown decks are playing Caleb's choice anymore, so they shouldn't really have a way of popping this. So, actually, yeah, Hailstorm's great. I remember how tedious playing the Skycrab deck was when people were still playing Feln Bloodcaster in their Feln decks. Just like a proper nuisance. More Hailstorm seems good. I'll play this. Like, blocking's pretty dubious, but yeah, I think I'm going to take 3 for the turn actually, because it's a free attack from my opponent, so they're not actually representing anything. But I would be pretty sad if they got to use a torch, although maybe it would have been fine. Also, Permafrost isn't the best answer to this, because we still do get to like activate the ability at some point. Unlikely to come up in this game, but it's still sort of nice to see. And if they attack here, we definitely don't block, because that is just letting us know they've got a torch. So I'm hoping this is like a Cinder Yeti, and then we're just able to like snap off Hailstorm and then just like game 5 on the attack. Yeah, this is like a tricky one here. Okay, well, it's best case scenario. So I knew this was on top. So for them, they must have just had like the torch there. So let's just let it not be good for them. Get the Hailstorm in now as well, while they can't even play the torch. Well, it could have been Rock Slide as well. Well, let's turn Lifesteal back on. We'll Permafrost this one. I'm not sure I would like it if our opponent double blocked. I'd rather just keep our Lifestealer in play for another turn. And next turn we get to play the Feast Caller, or even better, get to play the Black Sky Harbinger. And yep, still not blocking, so I would rather just attack with these girls. Oh wow, if we draw the power here. Yeah, this is stupid. We get to Black Sky just like wiping out the Filth Yetis. Yeah, Black Sky Harbinger is just like not even remotely fair if you're playing a beatdown deck that can't answer it. Oh, got a Russian friend. Okay, so let's look at this hand, and I think even on the draw, this is pretty good. For case no one remembers, we get our favourite card here, and if not, we've got like a bunch of like card draws, so I think we'll keep it, especially with the Scout off the Crest of Cunning. Against Argent rats. Not sure how this matchup's going to go. Well, at least we can try and find some in cold bloods. Yeah, power's good. We'd rather plus play the seat next turn. And I assume to take the Wisdom of the Elders here. Yeah, pretty good choice. Well, our 3 is pretty packed anyway, because we're just going to be playing the Feln Bloodcaster anyway. And Hailstorm's actually really good against Argent decks, because until they get to like the 4 drops, most of their units just die to it. I'm going to try and get a little bit more value. Just try and get a 2-for-1 with a Hailstorm. That's really what we want, especially after they've already sabotaged our Wisdom of the Elders. Yeah, that's it. Now we've got protection from another sabotage, and we get to Hailstorm these away and get in there for 2 lovely points of damage. Well, the Sansir's a bit of a nuisance, but I'm not scared. I'm attacking. If you block, you're getting Vara's favoured. I mean, I suppose they can just never block because they've already seen it with the sabotage, but... Oh, that's actually pretty nice artwork with the premium. Yeah, so I suppose we're just like in be aggressive mode. Okay, well, I'll swap the Vara's Favour for this. The Ink-Cold Bloods. Yeah, so I think I want to save the Ink-Cold Blood for whatever they play next. So they get to pop the Aegis there, so attacking is a little bit risky for them. Oh. Okay, well, I'd like to not deal with that ever again, but I suppose we can. I mean, I suppose if we attack here with both the Black Sky Harbinger gets to take out everything, and then we're just on a clean board, because they'll just make a double block here. That's not what I wanted. I wanted the free block. I suppose they think we've still got that card in hand. So we'll just Black Sky. Just keep trying to push some damage here. Slay's gross. I was hoping they was going to like tap out for a Tavrod and we'd get to just Ink-Cold Blood it, but this is just going to get... Ooh, nice. Hoping they are not playing Runehammers, because if they are, then we're in rough shape. But at least if they do make a Runehammer, they probably can't do anything else with the turn, so we just get to kill it. So this is just a 1-for-1. Well, the attack's free. They can't really block with a 2-1. Get to kill that off. And getting your Bloodcaster slain feels pretty great, but we're probably going to have to sit back with this one for now. Well, I think perhaps I should have attacked there just to make this like Channel Tempest like very lethal next time. Ooh. Okay, this is good. I promised 8. Could we draw a power? No power. Well, what can we do? We're going to draw Ink-Cold Blood plus Feln Bloodcaster. That's probably fine. Well, I want to gain 5, so... No. So that power points is 7, but they get to draw a card. Also, if you put a Bloodletter in this, this is massive. So, what's going to be? I didn't think about this. Well, we'll kill this. They'll make the champion. So there's a reason there for us just like letting our opponent kill themselves with the Yorick Interrogator. Well, they ain't blocking. Wow, Magto, okay. I mean, I'm super happy to see Magto in play because Magto's sweet. But I'm going to have to Ink-Cold Blood that. I feel like an absolute villain. This way, our opponent has to block the 2-1. If our opponent does anything too fruity on this, we can still block with the 4-5. But I assume they don't really have a way out. Okay. That's the deck tech. Okay, so that was Hungry Feln. Jotun Feastcaller was sweet. Maybe it's got a huge impact on like the way the deck plays, especially like the mirror or against Argent decks, because now you've got like a reasonable target for like an unbuffed Runehammer. As well as like in the mirror, just being able to turn the Annihilates on and just being another Aegis threat, so you get to sort of get a little bit of value out of your Hailstorms. Although I think the card's actually great, and considering it's got like a little bit of a buff at the same time as Caleb, I'd be interested to see a Caleb plus Jotun Feastcaller like Skycrag, maybe even Flamestoker deck as the way to win the game. But overall, deck sweet. Would recommend. I'll wait and see at the ETS like what the professionals do and what sort of builds they've got. Maybe we'll get back to it next week or something. Okay, thanks for watching. I've been That Resolves. Feel free to like, subscribe, all the great stuff. Leave us a comment how you would have built the deck, because that's sort of what I'm interested in. I want to sort of build some dialogue here and get people talking. Well, thanks for watching. See you around.